how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth and today I am doing a kind of a retrospective or review of last year's planning to pan video. So a couple of people had said it on my one that I did this year for next year that they'd like to see how did I get on with that initial video. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm so sorry, my eyes are very watery. And if you hear any noises from my phone, I have to leave it on because our house is on the market. It's official. It went on the market yesterday and it had a viewing yesterday. So this might go a little quicker than I anticipated. But if it does, so what? So yeah, so I have to keep my phone on in case they ring with somebody for a viewing. Also, if you haven't seen me comment on your videos of late, it's not because I'm not watching them, it's because I'm watching them as a pack. And I mightn't always, I'll be on to the next video, I have them on a list that I watch one after the other. So apologies if I don't comment, but please know that I am watching. I'm watching everyone's videos because, especially, the amount of people doing Vlogmas, I'm loving it. But it's keeping me company. You are keeping me company while I'm packing. And it is stressful, so I appreciate you being there. So anyway, let's get on with it. I took kind of screen grabs from the video. So the first item I had mentioned was the Becca, are you backlight or are you, backlight priming filter. So this was the first primer I put in and voila, it is finished. That finished early enough in the year. Very nice product, enjoyed it. Wouldn't have bought the full size if I'm, it was a bit pricey. So may not have bought it anyway in the full size, but it was nice to have that size and, I used it up. It wasn't a bad product by any means. Next up was the Primark Prep and Perfect Skin Illuminator in the shade Pearl. And I hope you can see she is also empty, completely done so. So very proud of myself. The two primers I put in, I finished. I have to say, when I was kind of going, oh God, this video is going to be dire, I'm going to be going, oh God, you put so much in, you got nothing done. And then I was going through the rest kind of going, oh, I didn't do too bad after all. Go Ruth. And then we get into foundations, and this is where I crashed and burned. First up was the 8cc Plus foundation, and I completely finished that guy up. Again, I know this is a cult favourite, but unfortunately it is not mine. It's fine, don't get me wrong, it's a fine product, but I'm not rushing out to buy the full size of it, at the moment anyway. The next one I put in was the CYO Long Lasting Life Proof Foundation, and I currently have this in a project pan, so I'm about, half the way through maybe. It's in my Paranormal Pantivity, so I'm working away on that. Don't think that'll be done by the end of the year, being realistic. Next up was the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation, and this is done. This was in my Graveyard project pan, and it is completely, well, not completely, I'm sure there's bits on the wall and that I just can't, it's a hard bottle to get in and out of with a spatula. So I got what I could out with the dropper and banging the shite out of it onto my hand to try and get the last of it out. So I'm happy that I've got that completed. The next one, I'll hopefully have a picture of it on the screen. It was the Primark Glow Foundation, I think it was called. Yeah, Glow Foundation. I decluttered that one. If for some reason you're new, hello, how are you? Welcome, come in, sit down, grab a cup of tea. I am doing a bit of a declutter at the moment because I am moving in with my mom. Myself and my husband are moving to my mom's to help her out because she's just at that stage for life. And I'm downsizing considerably. So foundations, products that I don't love, had to go. Simple as that. So that's gone. Also gone is the next one, which was the Wet n Wild Stick Foundation. That has also been decluttered. The next one is from Note. I think it's called the Detox Foundation. I do still have it, but it's already packed. So I still have that one, so that one will be going into a project at some stage. So with regards to foundations, look, I finished two and I'm halfway through another. I'm not mad at that. That's, that's good going by any standards. Concealers. So I had the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer in, and I had that in my Graveyard Project pan. I detested it with all that was in me. It was too dry, made me look ancient under the eyes. Look at, I know I'm no spring chicken, but I don't need products, you know, telling the world that. Thank you very much. So that got decluttered. Bye-bye. Next up, we went into powders. And the powder that I had, well, one of the powders I had in was the Cover FX little translucent powder in light, and I completely finished that. Looks only a small little ad, but look at it, it's done. Isn't that great? Yay! We shall celebrate every little achievement. The next one I had in is gone as well. It was a sample of the Huda Beauty pound cake, I think it was, and I had it in a little container. So that one is gone. And the one that I'm currently working in, again in Paranormal Pantivity, is the Makeup Obsession Pure Bake Lace Baking Powder. I think the shade is lace, actually. And this is one now. There she goes, lads. She'll be done by the end of the year. Yes. Very proud of that. That's a full powder, so I'm really, really happy with that. Go, girl. Come on, come on. The next item was the LA Girl Luminous Glow, I think it's called. Highlighter, primer, hybrid. I don't really know which kind of category, but I got the wrong shade myself, really and truly. And I could have made it work in the summertime maybe, but I would have had to not hate pan it as such, but it just would have been work. And you know, like I said, don't love it, out it goes. So that one was decluttered. Next up was the Sculpted by Amy Liquid Lights Gilded Glow Liquid Highlighter, and that one is finito. The next one was from the brand Complexion, which is another sub-brand inside in Boots, and it was a bounce back, I think it was called, eyeshadow, but I was using it as a highlighter because it just didn't work for me. It just smeared everywhere on my eye. It's kind of like a putty nearly, you could, you know, press your finger on it and it would kind of be a putty kind of thing. So I was using it as a highlighter, didn't really like it, it had to go, it's gone. Cheek Heat from Maybelline. This is in the shade Nude Burn, and this is also in Paranormal Pantivity, I believe, yeah. And I don't know if I'll have it done by the end of the year, but I'll be close because, I mean, it's like there's a lot of air in there. I reckon we're well down. We're down to about there, I'd say. That's just all air. Can I see through it actually with a light? No, I cannot. But yeah, still going, but look at it, it's getting the use. So I'm really happy that it's actually getting, you know, it was something that I had wanted to work on, and I'm working on it. Yay me. Next up was the e.l.f. Putty Blush. I think it's in Turks and Caicos. I'm not sure because it's back when e.l.f. didn't put any information on their stupid packaging. So annoying. But that has been decluttered. Didn't love it. Also, the NYX Sweet Cheeks Mousse Blush, I think it is called. That one went very pigmented. Didn't like the applicator. Could have met, if I was staying here, like I said with all these videos, if I was staying here, it would have stayed in my collection. I haven't room to be keeping stuff that I don't love. Off it went. On its travels to a new home. Next up was another Primark product. And it was a foundation stick I was using as a bronzer. It was the, I think it was just called the Perfect Foundation Stick, and it was in the shade Chai, but it was a bit warm for me, so I decluttered that one. Can't open it because of nails. This product, Marc Jacobs, fantastic. Itsy bitsy teeny weeny little bronzer. Still have not hit pan on this. No lie, I'd say now I've used this 50 times this year. I'm not exaggerating here, guys, because I had it in Nightmare on Pannon Street, and then I have it in Paranormal Pantivity because it's cursed, so it had to go in there. I have a good dip going. I don't understand the witchcraft. I don't understand the sorcery, but it is still going. I think when I hit pan, it's going a bit, because I just can't. I cannot persevere and finish it, but I'm going to hit pan it if it kills me. It might kill me. So that one is still in. The next one was a number 7 bronzer. It was my oldest in my collection, and I didn't I liked it, I just didn't love it. I know I'm repeating myself here, so that's been decluttered. Also, then we're on to kind of blush, kind of stroke highlight. I had the NYX Sweet Cheeks powder blush. I'll have a picture of it on the screen. And it was in a kind of, I can't remember the shade name, I'm so sorry. Again, it's packed away. I have kept it. I love it. I love it. It was in my Graveyard Project pan, and I had it in for a usage goal, and I used the bejesus out of it because it was just the perfect blush topper in the summertime. Chef's kiss. Love it. Will not be leaving my collection. Next up is the Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. I decluttered it. I know, it's a cult product, but just, not for me, guys. Just wasn't a cult product for me. I just didn't love it, I'm afraid. So sorry. I know it probably offends people, but it is what it is. Next up was my most naive and ambitious product, and that was the Revolution blush palette. Oh, how I laugh now when I think back at just, you know, the hope and the, you know, the spark in my eyes. It was like, I want to do this. You're not going to. Oh, you're kidding. You're not going to do this. Don't be silly. I had it in to hit pan on every blush. I hit pan on 2. Look, it was at the end of its life. It got way more use in the past 12 months than it had done in its life in my collection previous to that. So, you know, there's that. And I actually ended up really enjoying it. And I'm disappointed that I didn't use it more prior to the project because it was a beautiful palette. But it was gone. It was turning. The smell was changing. Had to go. So I used it up until the end of my team project pan. And then I decluttered it. So it's gone now. My goal was always to declutter it at the end of the year anyway. So, you know, it's not the end of the world. I had a highlight that I put in, and it was a Wet n Wild. I think it was Petal Blossom Petals, something like that. I had already hit pan in it. There was quite a considerable pan in it, but it's not a favourite, so it got decluttered, I'm afraid. The Soap palette I had in for eyeshadows, and my goal was to try and hit pan in every shade if I could, or as many as I could before the year was out, because it too was on the turn. It had started to smell, and about probably July or that, I decluttered it because my eyes were just not, we weren't having a good time, no bueno, but I did get a lot of pan in it, so I was happy with that. But yeah, it got decluttered sooner than I had anticipated. Now, back to liners. So the first one I had in was the Urban Decay eyeliner in the shade Trick. I thought I had finished that, but it's not in my little basket of products that I finished, so I mustn't have done. I must have decluttered it. I was sure I finished it, but obviously not. I can't find it, so it must have got decluttered. But one I did finish was the NYX Slide On Glide On, just to go on for a million years on, little brown eyeliner, completely done. And she is hollow inside, so I got that done. Very happy with that. Next up are my lip liners. I had one from Catrice that I have decluttered, but I also had this one from Millie McIntosh, and I can't get it open because it's just got inside. But it's completely finished. I got it all used up. I couldn't sharpen it anymore. Next up are lipsticks. I had one of the L'Oreal lipsticks. Did I not finish that? Hold please while we rummage through. I thought I finished that. Maybe not. I was sure I finished it. But it's not in my little box. Look, some stuff did go in the bin. Do you know, there was 1 month. Oh, what was in that month? Let's go back through my empties videos, because there was 1 month where I forgot to keep my makeup empties after doing my empties video. They all just went in the bin. I must go back and check, because I felt sure that I finished that, but maybe not. I feel sure I did. But anyhow, the next one I did finish was this one, again from Primark. It was a lip balm, tinted lip balm. And it is completely done. So it was lovely, really nice. lovely vanilla scent still coming off it, but it they don't do them anymore, which is very annoying. I also had a lipstick in, but as a cream blush, and it was the Kiko Stilo Unlimited or something like that lipstick, and I hope you can see it is completely done. So had that in Partners in Cream. It took me the whole year really to finish it, but I got it done, guys. Very happy. And I think then we're on to the last product, are we? Are we, Ruth? I don't know. Why don't we go check? Yes, we are. Huzzah! So last but by no means least, and it's bittersweet because it's not something I will be repurchasing because the scent now causes me migraines. A lot of perfumes cause me migraines now, so I've had to, you know, it is what it is. This was the Dior Pure Poison perfume. Still smells so good. And what I like to do when I'm at the end of my perfumes is I'll take this spritzer thing off or whatever, and I'll just kind of sit them near a radiator or that, and just let it when the radiator is on. Kind of gives a little bit of a room scent. But yeah, it's done, it's gone. Like I said, it's bittersweet. It was a scent I absolutely adored. This and Dune were my go-to signature scents. Adored them, but unfortunately, what? I can feel it. I can feel the migraine just. It's coming here now, in around the socket, going back. Why did I sniff it again? Because I'm an idiot, an idiot. That is it, guys. I am really happy with how well I did. I was a little shocked actually, because I didn't realise I had done that well until I actually sat down this morning and, you know, started doing screen grabs, and then went through my empties bin and was like, huh, look at you go, girl. So yeah. I was going to say what you think, but obviously you're very impressed. I hope you are. I hope you're impressed with me, because I'm pretty chuffed with how well I did. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I love these videos. These videos. If you've done something like it, either planning to plan for next year or review, you know, kind of retrospectively looking at the one you did last year, please let me know, because I love them. I just think they're so much fun. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll chat to you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Slán.